Hello friends and my dear students. As in the last video we discussed the basics of Java, JVM, JRE and JDK, and what does JVM do and what is the role of JRE, and what if JDK is not there, and if you install JDK, JRE is automatically downloaded. This we have discussed in our last video, and this time I'm going to discuss the tokens. So here there are the tokens. So as you see in this slide, we have divided all the tokens into 5 groups. Number 1, identifiers. Number 2, keywords. Number 3, operators. Number 4, delimiters. And number 5, literals. So what are the identifiers? So the first point that you should keep in your mind, that an identifier must begin with at least one alphabet, whether capital or small. And apart from the alphabets, you can also use underscore. So an identifier can be begun with underscore as well. So a variable, we can say identifier as, we can address identifier as variable. So variable and identifiers both are same. Basically identifier represents a location of the data in the memory. So it stores the address of the data which is stored in the memory. So wherever this identifier is used, it fetches the data stored on the particular memory location. So here I'm going to show you that name is the identifier, where name begins with the capital letter, and throughout the program, if I want to use name, it should be with the capital letter and in the beginning. But it does not mean that you can define a name only with capital letters. You can define identifier with small letters as well. You can define the identifier with underscore as well. But whichever form you declare the variable or identifier, you will have to use in the same shape of the identifier in the entire program or throughout the program. So if I have declared a variable name with capital N, it means further in the program, if I want to use name, it should be name with first letter in capital. So this is not the foundation that if you declare any variable with small letters, then you will have to use that small letters identifier only. You cannot change the case of the letter during the program. So you must remember, or you must keep this in mind. Next is keywords. So what are keywords? Keywords are basically the reserve words. Means you will have to use these words as it is, as they have been declared with compiler. For example, when you say int, one thing instills in the mind that some integer is there, whether positive or negative. Okay, so this is the reserve word. So if you want to declare an integer, you will have to use a type int. Similarly, if you want to check a condition, obviously you will have to use a conditional statement, and the conditional statement begins with word if. So these are the reserve words, keywords, and they cannot be used as identifiers as well. This also you should keep in mind. These keywords cannot be treated as the identifiers. So identifiers are different and keywords are different. And third thing is operators. So when you want to apply any calculation, when you want to apply any condition, when you want to apply some other operation like logical, then in that case you will have to use these tokens, operators, plus, minus, and so on. The fourth token is delimiters. Delimiters means you are going to limit the statement, separate the statement. And suppose if you want to separate the variables or the identifiers while declaring the identifiers, if you use comma, it means you are delimiting the identifiers. You are writing the programming statements and in the end you are giving semicolon. It means you are delimiting the statements, programming statements in Java. If you are using parenthesis, it means you are delimiting an expression. If you are using curly brackets or the braces, means you are going to make the statements compound. So these are the delimiters. And the last one is literals. Literals are nothing but the constants. So these constants will remain or will be treated as it is as you are taking in the program. For example, if you are taking 345, this 345 will remain 345. It cannot be replaced with 346. It cannot be replaced with 20, because as soon as you replace the literal, its meaning changes. So these are the tokens, and every user should keep in mind that what are the tokens, and they play a very important role while creating any application in Java. And over here, we are going to discuss L value and R value. Normally, students are not able to understand or distinguish between L value and R value. So over here, I want you to demonstrate L value and R value. L value means the assignable object identifier, means this will hold the value, and it means it should be the identifier. Obviously, there is the word identifier. It means it should be the identifier which must begin with the alphabet or the underscore. A right value or R value is any object identifier or expression or the value or literal. It could be identifier, it could be expression, it could be value or literal that results in a value that may appear on the right side of the assignment. Assignment means equal sign. So over here, if you see object identifier, that is the L value, is equal to object identifier or expression or the value. So over here, this is known as the R value and this is known as the L value. Okay. For example, if you say A is equal to 10, so A is equal to 10 means A is an identifier and this will be treated as the identifier, L value. And right side, it could be the identifier, but over here this is the value. So in right side of the assignment, there could be the identifier, there could be the constant, there could be the expression. So R value consists of the identifier or the value or the expression, but L value will always be the identifier. Okay, A is equal to 10 is valid. When you say B is equal to A, so this is the L value, this is identifier, and A is the R value, this is also an identifier, but in R value, identifier is permitted. So B is equal to A, it means A is transferring or copying its value to B. Hope you understand the difference of L value and R value. In the next statement, if you see, C is the identifier, which is L value of the assignment operator, left of the assignment operator, and right side of the assignment operator, there is an expression A into B plus 2. So A into B plus 2 is expression. So this is the valid expression, and definitely it is the R value. So in right side of the assignment, there could be the expression, there could be the identifier, there could be the value. Okay, but in left hand side, in the L value, there will always be L value. Okay, next. If you see this, a left value or L value cannot be an expression, or as I have told you or explained you, that in left side or L value cannot be the expression. This will always be the holding identifier, means which will hold the value of right side of equal sign. So L value cannot be the expression. L value cannot be the constant. L value cannot be the expression. So this is how we can understand the tokens and the significance of L value and R value. So this is all for the day. If you like the video, kindly share it with your friends. And if you have not subscribed the channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon so that if new video is uploaded, you will get the notification then and there. So we'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.